You knew I wasn't cool with it. You knew I wasn't comfortable. You misled me about how you were going to represent it. And I'm out.
The Her Take podcast is crumbling. What's up, y'all? So recently, Jillian Michaels sat down with James Lee on the Today-ish podcast to discuss why she's no longer doing that show and isn't really sure if the show will continue. But she definitely knows that it will continue without her. Apparently, calling out a leader of a different country was the final straw.
Americans shouldn't. Netanyahu is a bad guy. And he wanted to make it seem like, no, we were all great. We were good. We had a great relationship. Little did we know behind the scenes, there was a lot of pressure toward
ends up
Netanyahu.
being about how do we bash Israel. This is not for me. I'm not interested in this.
Okay,
I love
I
you
know.
guys. I'm sorry.
Let's be good. Let's be good about precious Israel. Let the country committing a genocide. Yeah. Okay.
Zero. I think you guys are great. I fundamentally disagree with you about like every show doing this. I'm sorry.
Cool. So can we continue the conversation?
Yeah. Let's.
Okay.
You wanted to do it anyway.
Finish the last topic.
All right.
All right.
Wow. Okay, guys. So, again, to clarify, I don't think Israel did it. And you want to know what's crazy is
You don't always have to agree with Anna, but when she's on, she's on. In this case, it was about the theories and rumors that Israel has something to do with the taking out of Charlie Kirk. And Jillian Michaels would explain why she walked off that show, to which afterwards we'll see what Anna had to say about it.
Cool.
This is going to be a touchy thing that happened a couple days ago, right? I saw your thing, and I saw Anna's
No,
response.
I'm happy to talk about that.
And
with
it seems
Her
like
Take,
I
will
freedom of
happily
speech
discuss that with
thing.
you. Let's discuss that. So let me be very clear. I'm responsible for the content on that show. PBD was like, you are responsible. And so at this point, I was saying, guys, this has been covered a week ago. This is the first day of Rosh Hashanah. We're going to look like assholes doing this literally the day after they buried the man. There are plenty of things to focus on. The gun being disassembled, like what's weird about the text messages, this guy who was apparently at 9/11.
Right.
You want to focus on that. And they insisted on doing it. All of them insisted on doing it. And then when Lindy and Amy tried to make the case for it, I was appropriately stunned because I had completely contradictory conversations. And as mentioned, when Anna came out, because I said, I do not want another show that just bashes Israel. This is not the time. And she's like, no. There's no evidence for this. Absolutely. You say that. I was like, I think this endangers Jewish people. I think this is irresponsible. By all means, Jill, say that.
Can you separate out, do you think you can separate out Israel from Jewish culture,
For me,
religion?
personally, of course. I think a healthy criticism of Netanyahu and his party, that is totally
different,
justified
Yeah.
and different. I also think a healthy criticism of October 7th and
the stuff that Charlie was talking about.
all of the
right?
things that where is the balance?
I think Anna is one of these good faith people who
I think
who
Anna,
are not pointing towards Jewish people. They're pointing towards like a government that's
I
acting
think Anna has gone down a rabbit hole a little bit.
But I wouldn't bring it up if I bring up a segment and says there's no credibility to this, then I shouldn't be bringing it up. I would only bring it up and say, hey, I think this is something to look at here, guys.
As mentioned, she comes out and she's like, okay, there's no evidence, but Netanyahu's disgusting and look at the way he responds. And I was like, we're done. I'm done.
Do you feel like you could work with these people again?
The show's not done, right?
I don't actually know. To be dead honest with you, I won't be participating.
Okay, so that's good. It's kind of like addition by subtraction. But Anna would not let her get away with insinuating that they believed that Israel has something to do with it. Anna pretty much calls her a liar, tweeting, quote, "Not only did no one insinuate that Israel killed Kirk, it was repeated that none of us thought so over and over and over again. She had a problem with Americans on an American show criticizing Israel. As long as my country borrows money and continues to blow up our debt to pay for Israel's endless multi-front wars, I will air my thoughts whenever and however I want." You can't see it because she tweeted, but she dropped the mic. She pretty much just dropped her phone after she wrote this. Because why would you quit your quote-unquote debate show because someone is criticizing the president or prime minister of a different country? That's not criticizing all Jewish people. That's not even criticizing all citizens of Israel. If you criticize Trump or Biden or Bush or Obama, you're not criticizing all Americans. That's really not how it works. And the conflating of a religion and the people, especially the leader of a separate country, is way more dangerous than anything she could clutch her pearls at. But let me know who you think is right in the situation. Will you miss Jillian on this show? Do you watch the show at all? Let me know in the comment section. Like this video and subscribe to this channel for more. Peace.